Hi, everybody. I thought today I might take a little time to talk about working with the great icon, the late Arik Einstein. Um, I was very, very fortunate to meet Arik in Israel in 1968, and I was a part of his backing band, the Churchills. And I was also very, very honored to make some recordings with him um, and write some songs for him. Um, the first song that Arik ever recorded of mine was my song When You're Gone, which he did a cover version of it, and it was called Achinoam Lo Yadat, which in English is Achinoam Doesn't Know. And he did quite well with it. It was very well received. And then he recorded another of my songs, which was called Asor Levater, which in English means roughly translated to You Must Never Give Up or Don't Give Up. He also had recorded another of my songs, which unfortunately I can't talk about. It became an Israeli classic, and somebody else claimed that they wrote the song, but they didn't. It was actually me that wrote the song, but I can't talk about that because I'll get sued. But anyway, one night at one of the gigs, Arik's manager, Svi Shissel, came up to me and he said, Arik wants to know, do you have any more songs? And I said, yeah, sure. In fact, I had quite a few songs at the time. And after we did the show, Arik came up to me and said, Habibi, would you like to come over to my apartment and play me some more of your songs? And I said, sure. So I went over and knocked on the door. Arik came to the door, welcomed me inside, and sat down on the sofa. And he had a coffee table in front of the sofa, and in the middle of this coffee table was a little wooden box, and he opened it up and poured out a what we used to call a pagaz in those days, which was a large hashish joint. And he passed it to me and he said, hey, Habibi, light this up. So I took out my lighter and I lit it up and I took a good couple of hits on it and I passed it to him, and he said to me in Hebrew, because he spoke to me in Hebrew quite a lot actually, he said, no, Habibi, mi ayad shelcha, Habibi, which in English translates to no, from your hand, my dear friend. So I put the pagaz between my little finger and my third finger, and I cupped my hands, and he put his lips to my hands, and he took two big hits on it and blew the smoke into the air and looked at me and he said, okay, so what kind of songs you got to play for me? So I kind of, I thought, God, what song am I going to play to him first? Which one should I choose? And, I panicked for a moment thinking, what am I going to play? And suddenly this one song came to me that I had written back when I was in the tornadoes in England, and a lot of times the tornadoes, sometimes we didn't play for a couple of weeks or so, so I would go down and stay with my parents. And while I was down there one time, I wrote this song, and it was actually called the Sunday Evening Song. That was the original title of the song. And I thought I would play it to him. And I said, Arik, before I play the song to you, I would like to tell you a little bit about the story behind the song. And he said, okay, go ahead. So I told him, I said, the song is about myself and my sister when we were little children, and we were sitting with my mother in front of the fire. We used to have coal fires in England in those days. And it's a Sunday night, and it's dark outside, and the wind's blowing, and the rain's falling, and the radio is playing in the background, soft songs. And we take out a photo album, family pictures, and we start looking through the album, and my mom is telling us, here's your grandfather, here's your grandmother, your aunts and uncles, and so on. And the most touching or emotional last two lines of the song are, so mother says, enough, my son, enough of this today. And I see her brush a tear aside as I put the book away. So I told the the story to Arik, exactly like that. And he said, oh, okay, Habibi, well, play me the song. So I'm going to play you the song now, pretty much the way I played it to Arik on that first meeting. The rain's tapping on the window pane. The clock is ticking slow as we sit around the open fire, painted by its golden glow. And mother sitting close to me, sister, she's nearby, as we sit and talk at evening time and watch the hours go by. The radio plays soft and near, songs my mother knows, as we open up the photo book to look at friends of long ago. Here's your gran and granddad's son, the day that they were met. Your aunts and uncles are here too, but most of them are dead. This Sunday evening's long and sad as we look back on the year and see the face did I see her brush a tear aside as I put the book away. And that's pretty much how I sang the song to Arik that night. And he was staring up at the ceiling, and there was a moment of silence. And I thought, oh God, I don't think he likes the song too much. And then he looked at me, and he looked at me straight in the eyes, and he said, Habibi, it's a beautiful song. I want you to play it again. So he picked up a little cassette recorder that he had and pressed the button, and I played it again. And he recorded it. And I believe that, if my memory serves me right, that he got Jonathan Geffen to write words for it in Hebrew, and in Hebrew it turned out to be Belayla Eni Malachalom, which in Hebrew means in the nighttime I have nothing left to dream about. And the song is basically about a little boy that goes to sleep, but he's dreamt everything that he can dream about, and there's nothing left for him to dream about. But anyway, when I'd finished singing the song the second time, Arik opened the box again, and we took another couple of big hits on the pagaz, and he looked at me and he said, you know, Habibi, I've always wanted to make a song, to make an album actually of children's songs. And for a moment I kind of got disappointed, and I thought, oh God, we're going to make an album with my songs of like Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall or whatever. And I got kind of a little, worried about that. But he looked at me and he said, when I say children's songs, he said, I mean that they are actually children's songs that can be appreciated by the parents as well. And then I kind of felt a little better about it then. And actually today I'm absolutely incredibly proud that I made that album with Arik, and here it is, Shirim Yeladim, children's songs that I made with Arik. And I'm incredibly proud that I did that, and I'm truly blessed to have worked with the great Arik Einstein. In the next week or so, I'll dig up a couple of more songs that are on that album, and I'll tell you about them, and some interesting stories there. And I'll play the original English versions for you that those songs came from. So take care, everybody. Nice talking to you all again. Be safe. Shalom, shalom. Bye-bye.